Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Williams. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Carr. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, not giving up the 3rd down conversion.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. 4th down, Carr. Quickly complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Bringing the heat. Going for 6. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 35, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. He'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Thurman. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Carr. Williams got it. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Fires on the run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give is to Williams. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. He'll keep it on second down. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Carr to throw. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Number 35, set to kick it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Makes the catch. It's Ship. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Basically, everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. But don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. From the gun, running back gets to give.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Edwards. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run inside. It's Williams. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Carr. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air again, Carr. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Running inside. It's Young.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Carr. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, you know, you always look back at games at single plays that turn the tide. With this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Working on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Carr. Complete. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback keeps it. There's some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20.
Number 35, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. That's caught. It's Ship. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Turns it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
I know this is an offense. You don't have plays designed for your quarterback to hold on to the ball that long when you're throwing from an empty set. You have got to get rid of the footballs.
High the chains now on second and long. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Carr. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Young. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a move to get open. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The sure hands, it's Flanagan. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that team.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Mobley. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Here on 3rd down. Carr on play action. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Flanagan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Using his legs, it's Mobley. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Shipp. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Got a man. It's Thurman. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On target. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass.
Number 92, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Got a man. It's Flanagan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Here's Carr to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least a... He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Hall. Knocked down for the tackle. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Working that left side now. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now on 2nd down. On the run, it's Young. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Play action, C.J. Carr. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Carr makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 35, set to kick it off.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
From the gun, running back on the move. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Turning it on. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires deep on the run. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air, it's Edwards. Takes the easy completion. He's stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game.
Notre Dame 34, North Carolina 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Running inside, it's Mobley. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
On the play.
How about the draw play? What's the first thing you have to do? You got to sell pass. Everybody believes it for just a second. The running back gets a little bit of space, and once he gets space, you can see he knows how to navigate and get down the field and make a big play.
That's caught. It's Gilbert. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Young.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Flanagan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Keeps it himself. Picks up the 1st down. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
Play fake. Carr. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
Hey, man, that is exactly what you want your offense to do in the 4th quarter. Like, protect your lead, being able to put drives together, eat up clock, and score. Now, ball goes to the other side. Palmer, you better put this offense in fast forward. Down by a couple of possessions, you need some big plays.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. You've got to score quickly, and then your defense has to be able to get the ball back for you, too. So you just put tons of pressure on the opponent with that long scoring drive to take a 2-possession lead. That could not have been executed any better.
And he added the extra point.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Looking to pass, it's Edwards. Here's a heat. Trying to buy time. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Right on the money. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the grab. It's Thurman. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Gets rid of it. Gets open down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights.
Number 92, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.